What's going on, everybody? The Digital Dungeon Master here with your Digital Dungeon Master update number 12 for May 29th to June 11th. So first off, I just want to say happy Memorial Day to everyone out there, and thank you to all you veterans that have put your life on the line for us here in the good old United States of America. So with that being said, I've got a couple of really cool announcements for you this week. But first, I just want to let you guys know that this is my 6th week now of being back doing this full time. And I'll tell you what, I am so rejuvenated and I'm having so much fun that I just wanted to let you guys know that. And I'm doing some jazz hands for you. So the first bit of great news or awesome news is the effing gold perk reward system is back. I guess you guys might have got a little hint of that if you were to wake up today and check your email and see that there was a Twitch stream in the middle of the night last night that said, testing the new Goldbot reward system. Aha! So I am so excited to announce that this is back. And it's going to be better than ever now. And the reason why that I stopped doing this in the first place is it just became too cumbersome to handle. Especially with a stream going, trying to interact with the audience, trying to run a game, which is why everybody's there. And I had to run 4 or 5 programs at one time to make this happen. So I just said, to hell with it, and took a big weight off of my shoulders and my chest so I could concentrate more on what everybody was there for in the first place, was to watch the game. But this new perk system is a miracle. Seriously, I mean, it is beautiful. It's a standalone browser-based program, and you can get signed up, guys. You got to register for this at streamelements.com, and it's an official Twitch app. You can link your Twitch account to it, and everything is safe, everything is good. It's so easy to do. It's just with a click of a button, guys. Now, I also want to say that the patrons, I'm going to be updating the patron website again probably tomorrow. Tomorrow is Overlay Day and Stream Elements Day. So I'm going to be putting all that stuff together. So the patrons, you're going to start getting a monthly stipend, and it'll start next month in June. All right, so I just want to announce that. Now you're going to be accruing gold every 10 minutes. So if you're a viewer, you'll get 1 gold every 10 minutes. If you're a subscriber, you'll get, I think, 2 or 3 every 10 minutes. If you donate bits to the channel, it'll automatically credit your account depending on how many bits you contribute. If you make a donation through the Stream Elements tab, it will automatically give you a stipend. And plus, I'll manually have to do the patron stipends, which is not a problem. I can actually do a search function. There's actually a search box there, where the old one that I used, I had to literally rifle through 20,000 people to find whoever I wanted to credit, and it was just a massive undertaking. And I hated doing it every single month because it was so hard to do, and it took hours to do, 50 or 40 people. Because of all of the searching that I had to do with my eyes. So whenever you get signed up on Stream Elements, you're going to be able to check out the Digital Dungeon Master Gold Rewards Store. That's right, there is going to be a page that you're going to be able to view all of the different rewards that I'm going to have in the store. You're going to be able to buy songs. You're going to be able to put priority on the songs that you want from the jukebox. You're going to be able to get emotes, custom emotes. You're going to be able to do all kinds of downloads, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. The list goes on and on and on. I'm super excited about doing this, guys. I really am. My moderators are going to be able to control this, unlike before. My moderators really were very, very, very limited. But now I'm going to be redoing all of my moderators. I've got probably 50 moderators I looked at. I was like, holy crap, there's way too many moderators. A lot of them I haven't seen in years, so I'm going to be revising my moderators list. And I have a few people in mind that I'm going to add to this list, and I will be contacting you via your Twitch messages. So everyone, might as well just check your Twitch messages anyway. So, but anyways, this leads into my next cool thing that I'm going to announce. I want this to be a huge success. I really do. I mean, guys, you're going to be able to play games. You're going to be able to, not only play the jukebox and buy rewards from the store, but you're going to be able to play like slot machines. I'm going to be able to do the giveaways with this with just a click of a button. I can give away store coupon codes. I can do so much stuff with this program. So seriously, guys, link your Twitch account to streamelements.com. Believe me, if it wasn't legit, if it wasn't safe, I wouldn't tell you guys that. I wouldn't want to put any of your Twitch accounts, even though really, your Twitch account couldn't, what are they going to do? Just go to another channel and, put a bunch of obscenities in there? So, but I don't know. They've got the bits and stuff now. So, I know your information's in there. But anyways, you're going to be safe. It's an official app. Twitch is allowing them to use their API to link into it. So you're safe. Again, that leads me to my next cool thing that I want to talk about. And that's going to be the next Digital Dungeon Master podcast, which is going to be number 5. What I want to do is I want to get the community and I want to get my patrons together. And we're going to record this on, I think, around June 11th or so. I'm going to look on my calendar. Yeah, June 11th. And we're going to record this at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'm going to invite some community members and my patrons into Discord, and we're going to talk about the reward system. Because like I said, I want this to be a huge success. I really do. So I need your help. I have a lot of great ideas. I really do. I have a lot of great ideas. But like Albert Einstein had said way back in the day, one mind is not as good as many minds. So I need all of your help. So let's think of all kinds of in-game perks for when the players are playing, for the monsters. Let's come up with a bunch of out-of-game, and let's just talk about all kinds of rewards, etc., etc. I think that's going to be great. So if you're interested, if you're on YouTube watching this, put a, hey, I'm interested in the links, in the comment section down below, and my patrons. I've already, in this week's treasure chest, for May 29th till next week, please leave a I'm interested in hanging out as well in Discord in the comments section down below in the Patreon post. All right? Seriously, I want to make this huge. I want to make this a massive success, and I can't do it alone. I need your help. All right? Next thing, if you are one of the D&D 5e playtesters in my group, check your emails. There is a new playtest packet in there for you. Won't discuss any of the details. So check it out. I think you'll really be impressed. And we don't have a lot of time to fill out the survey. The survey is due by July 9th. So you got about another week and a half to check this PDF out. And it is good. And then fill out the survey. Represent the Digital Dungeon Master community, guys. I think there's about a dozen of us. So that leads into the Digital Dungeon Master podcast number 3 that I released last week. That was with Chris Lindsay. If you haven't watched it on YouTube, check it out. And if you haven't downloaded the podcast, check it out on either iTunes or the Podbean website. And you can access that from my Digital Dungeon Master website. Check it out. It was really good. We talk a lot about open testing, closed testing now. We talk a lot about the DM's Guild, the new D&D Beyond. We talk about Adventures League, a huge amount of changes coming up in Adventures League. It was a great podcast. It was about an hour and a half. So download it, listen to it at work. Don't get in trouble though. I'm not going to condone anything that you're going to get in trouble at work, but go ahead and download it. Fuck it. Who cares, all right? We recorded podcast number 4 yesterday. The Tabletop Twats from over on the other side of the pond, Harrison and Nick. We had a massive good time yesterday. Does that even sound grammatically correct? A massive good time. Anyway, we had a great time yesterday recording the podcast. And we talk about some tips for new beginning dungeon masters. And we rant on for about an hour, I think about an hour and a half. So the patrons, you're going to have access, early access, which is one of the perks of becoming a patron also. I'll have a link for you tomorrow afternoon, and you can download it and listen to it. If you're not a patron, which I don't know why you wouldn't want to be a patron, you can listen to it on Thursday when I put it out, and also I'll put the video out, the video version of it on YouTube. Good times though. I mean, it was fun. So my 5e Out of the Abyss campaign diaries. Moving on. I've got everything just about caught up because when I transitioned over to the new studio, had a bunch of computer problems, I was like 5 campaign diaries behind. I mean, we're on session 8. We play session 8 this week on Thursday. Of course, it's not streamed. You guys can't see it streamed. This is why I have a campaign diary of it. I was so far behind. But this week, campaign diary on Thursday will be out. Number 7 will be out on Thursday at some point. Thank goodness. That's all caught up. And then, every 2 weeks from this week, campaign diary number 8 will be out. So every 2 weeks, expect one of those to be out. Or maybe it might come out the next week and then I'll rotate it every 2 weeks. So that way it'll come out between the weeks that we don't play. I think I might do that actually. But that game, listen to the campaign diaries. I talk about transitioning the game, the entire game. I'm talking about transitioning it. So get active in the comments section in the Out of the Abyss campaign diary. I want to hear what you guys have to say too. Any ideas are great too that you guys may have. But those will be all caught up finally. Straw poll. Remember the straw poll that I had? Well, anyway, it's over. And the D&D 5e Lost Mine I Found Delver won. I mean, it won with a landslide. It won by a landslide. And then Zombie Apocalypse Seasons 1 and 2 came in second. Titan's Grave finished third. And the Deadlands Revisited campaign, that finished fourth. So what that straw poll was about was I was going to take these old games from 2014, 2015. I was going to put them in MP3 format and then put them on the Digital Dungeon Master Podbean podcast website. And I've already got the 5e Lost Mine of Phandelver done. That was a huge undertaking. It had such a huge lead that I actually started early on that. It took quite a while. There's 17 episodes and 65 hours of gameplay. That's a lot of time. And I edited it. I listened. Oh my God, it was so funny. I didn't realize how funny this game was. And that's why you guys voted it. Number 1, Big Dirt, Warhuck, Vey, Scandroids, Arvaldir. God, these guys were fucking hilarious. Pardon my language, but Jesus, man. Go to the Podbean website, download it. The downloads on those have been tremendous, by the way. So go over there. I've remastered the audio. Check it out. There's 17 episodes. And like I said, 65 hours of content. 65 hours for your listening pleasure. So I'll start getting one of those out every couple of weeks. I'll start working on the Zombie Apocalypse Season 1, which was another awesome game. And I wish it had more views. The Zombie Apocalypse game was awesome. I mean, it really was. I'll have that out probably in the next week or so. There's going to be a lot of episodes of that. There's going to be many, many, many hours of that game too. And it's nice because you can just kind of leave it run in the background and you can just laugh your ass off. And I promise you'll laugh your ass off with these games. These are all great. The players are stellar. So we'll get the Zombie Apocalypse games out. In the next month, I'll have both of them out, and then we'll put out Titan's Grave and Deadlands. And then I'll come up after I'm done with those. I'll do another straw poll and gauge what games you guys want me to put on podcasts. Maybe I'll do the new Yawning Portal. Maybe I'll do, maybe I'll even do the Ghost of Dragonspear Castle and add those. Maybe we'll do the old Princes of Apocalypse with Donk, or maybe even the old Horde of the Dragon Queen or Rise of Tiamat. There's a lot of games to choose from, so I'll have another straw poll for you guys. So we had a couple of new games start within the last couple of weeks. These are my patron games that are Thursday at 10 p.m. to 1:30, 2 o'clock a.m. That is the D&D 5e Tales of the Yawning Portal. That game has started off brilliant. We've already had a couple of sessions. All of the episodes are up on YouTube. They're in hour increments in 1080 HD. Quality is great. The video, the sound, everything is great. Check those games out. The game has started fantastic. They're in the Sunless Citadel right now. Some of the folks of Oakhurst have called it the Sunken Temple. But check that game out. It's really good. The other game, which is on Saturday night from 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern, is the Ghost of Dragonspear Castle. This is the very first printed publication of D&D 5, back when it was called D&D Next, back in the playtest period. So I've had to do a lot of converting with the skill checks. I've had to convert the monsters. I've had to redesign the maps. It's been fun. So check that game out. It's Saturday night, 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. And both of these games now, guys, are full. There's no more spots available. Games, like I said, have started out brilliantly. All of the players are effing awesome. I'm also, and speaking about that, I'm going to have a new video series coming out that's going to show how I modify these maps. Because in a lot of these modules, they don't have DM version. They only have DM versions where it shows all the secret doors and all the numbers of the rooms and stuff. Well, I'm going to start doing some accelerated videos where the speed is going to be sped up, basically. And you're going to be able to watch me using Paint.net, which is a free program. I usually use Photoshop, but for these videos, I'm going to use Paint.net because most people don't have access to, the Adobe Studio platform to use, Photoshop. So I'm going to use a free program called Paint.net. And it's going to show me, like I said, sped up time-wise, how I modify these maps to take a DM map and modify it to a player's map where there's no numbers and secret doors and stuff like that. So it'll be pretty cool. I'll probably have the first one out this week at some point because I'm going to be doing the Amber Gull Estate for Ghost of Dragonspear Castle. Now, lastly, the last thing I want to talk about is follow me, guys, on the Podbean website. Get signed up on Podbean. It doesn't cost you anything. Now link your Twitch into Stream Elements so you can take advantage of all of the rewards that we're going to have. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Facebook. Follow me on Instagram. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Guys, please, let's get these votes up on the videos too. Please thumb up these videos, guys. A lot of hard work are put into these. And if you don't like them, put a thumbs down. It don't matter to me. Now I'm going to have a couple of special games coming out in the future too. I'm going to have an A-Team one-shot played by the Wild Die podcast. I'm going to have my mother. That's right, my mother. She's going to be playing some D&D and some solo one-shots. And then we're also going to be doing the Adventures of Omi Barton. Because everybody loves the Spoon the World tour, right? From the DDEX1 Tyranny of Dragons Adventures League. So we're going to do some Adventures of Omi Barton. Those are going to be coming out. They're not going to be super long games. They're only going to be a half an hour at a time. But it'll give something else for you guys to enjoy and laugh at. So, a projects update. I'm still working on the Fantasy Grounds Savage Worlds database. I've been working on that very slowly. But the reason for that is I want to make sure that it's done right. And I'm going to have a base Savage Worlds platform. And then with every setting, whether it be fantasy, zombie apocalypse, I'm going to take that base, copy it, and then I'm going to add everything from those particular modules into the base. So if we play fantasy, all of the base rules will be there and all the fantasy stuff. if we are going to play Deadlands, the base will be there and all the Deadlands stuff. So it's going to be beautiful when it's done. It really is. And it's going to be taking advantage of the enhanced library that IKEA has put together, which is a wonderful extension for Savage Worlds. And then, of course, I'm working on all of these new 5e games. The Ghost of Dragonspear Castle, Tales from the Yawning Portal, and another one that I'm going to be putting together, which I'm going to be talking about now, because everybody knows what time it is. That's right, it's the Patreon update. So I had another patron sign up this morning. Well, actually, it was an existing patron, Mythic Master Mike. He has gone to the Weekend Warrior pledge. So now all of the games are officially filled up, like I was saying. And I'm only running 5 players in each one of these patron games. Sure, I could have more, and I've had people ask if they could get in even though it's full. But I don't want to do that to the players. I want the 5 players to have a good time. I don't want there to be too many players. I don't want the combat to drag on for hours and hours and hours. And I want to give all the players a chance to role play. And I think 5 players is a perfect medium for that. So thanks again, Mythic. Thanks for adjusting that pledge. And you'll have a fun time, man. I'm serious. We are having a great time with these games. So we have 47 patrons. Remember in the last update video in number 11, I said that once we get to 50 patrons, I was going to do some digital giveaways. I'm going to give away some Devon Knight token packs. I think I may have a couple Greg Taylor packs too for tile packs. And hey, if you guys haven't seen that new Unity video with Fantasy Grounds, you're going to be able to make maps. I mean, it's beautiful. You're going to be able to do the same thing like you are able to do in Roll20, but you're going to be able to do a lot more stuff with this. So we've got 47 patrons. Once we get 50, I'm going to do some digital giveaways. All my games are full, guys, except for I have one spot for Adventures League. Tyranny of Dragons is full, but I do have a spot open for DDAL5 Storm King's Thunder. I got one spot open for that. Because Dreg went from Adventures League, and he upped his pledge to the Weekday Warrior Yawning Portal game. So now I got a spot open for Storm King's Thunder. But seeing that everything is full, I'm going to start a Sunday game. Because now that I don't have the Fantasy Grounds game anymore, it's on hiatus for a little while. Because it's the con season, Chris and Robert are away, Doug's going to be away a lot, John's going to be away. So we're going to pick this up probably in another couple months or so. So that is opening up Sundays for me. So in about the next month or so, there's going to be a Swashbuckling Sunday game. Thanks, Dragon Bay, for coming up with that name. That was actually pretty good. The Sunday Swashbuckler. I think Sunday Swashbuckler probably is what I'm probably going to call it. And when I announce that, it will be for 5 players. I'm not sure what time it's going to be. It could be afternoon. It could be evening. I don't know. But whenever the patrons sign up for it, then we'll get together in Discord, talk about what setting you want to play, what time you want to start, all that good stuff. House rules, all that crap. So if you want to get into another game, think about it. And when I announce it, I'm sure it'll probably fill up pretty quick. But that'll be on Sundays. And it might run for, I think it might run for about 6 months or so. I may put a time limit on this game because of the Fantasy Grounds game we'll be picking up. But there's a lot of variables involved in that, so I'll have more information when the time comes to actually start the game. So that's it, everybody. That's all I got for you this week. I've been rambling on for 24 minutes, but isn't that new Goldbot reward perk awesomeness system sound great? Boy, my English grammar is horrible, isn't it? Get signed up on Stream Elements, guys. Take advantage of these rewards. There are no rewards yet in the store, but there will be a bunch, I promise you. So that's it for me, guys. All right, guys, leave a comment in the comment section down below if you want to be on the podcast next time when we record for the Digital Dungeon Master Gold Perks Adventures Vault Rewards Store. Thank you guys so much. If you're following the channel, Don't hit that unsubscribe button if you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel. Knuckleheads, what are you waiting for? And I say that in a loving way, knuckleheads. I love you guys. Thank you so much. And until next time, happy gaming and keep it savage.